Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Math Easy. This is our second video on lines and angles. In the previous video we had discussed on corresponding angles, vertically opposite angles and all types of alternate angles. In this video we will be discussing co-interior angles and then we will be solving a few common problems on lines and angles. So let's start. So first let us come to co-interior angles. Look at the definition of co-interior angles. The pair of interior angles that lie between two lines and on the same side of a transversal are called co-interior angles. So the pair of interior angles that lie between two lines and on the same side of a transversal are called co-interior angles. In the last video we had talked of Z and we had discussed alternate interior angles. Now if you remember, what is basically alternate interior angles? First of all, alternate. Alternate means, see, these two angles are alternate interior. We had discussed earlier. How? Because this lies on the left side of this Z, this line of Z, and this lies on the right side. And how come they are interior? Because these two angles lie inside Z. Similarly, for this ulta Z, these two angles, this lies on the right side, this lies on the left side, and these two angles lie inside Z. Now if we talk of co-interior angles, let us see. See, for this Z, I am extending this line. These two angles lie on the same side. These two angles lie on the same side and they lie inside this Z. So it is sure that they are interior. They are interior angles. And they lie on the same side, so co. And for these two angles, they lie on the opposite side, they lie on alternate sides and they lie in the interior of Z. So alternate interior angles. But for these two angles, they lie inside Z and they lie on the same side. Same thing for ulta Z. If I extend this line, then these two angles lie on the same side of this line of Z and they lie inside this Z. So co-interior angles. Now look at the definition. The pair of interior angles that lie between two lines and on the same side of a transversal are called co-interior angles. Now look at this figure. I hope you can clearly understand that for this orange Z, these two orange shaded angles, these two are what? Alternate interior angles. While this green and orange angle, these two angles, it forms a pair. This pair is the co-interior angle pair. These two angles are co-interior angles. In the same manner, these two angles, this orange angle and this green angle, similarly, these two are also co-interior angles. Same for this green ulta Z. These two green angles are alternate interior angles, while this orange and green angle, they form co-interior angles. In the same manner, this green and orange, these two angles are also co-interior angles. Now look at this line. If the two lines are parallel, then the sum of the co-interior angles is 180 degree. So what does the line say? If the two lines are parallel, then the sum of the co-interior angles is 180 degree. Now look at this figure. मान लेते कि L and M are two straight lines. You can clearly see that these two are not parallel. These two straight lines are not parallel. Why? Because they will meet at a point and P is a transversal. Now these two shaded angles are co-interior angles. Why? Because these two angles satisfy the definition of co-interior angles. But these two angles do not add up to form 180 degree. Because just now we had read if the two lines are parallel, then the sum of co-interior angles is 180. But यहाँ पर L and M are not parallel. That means the sum of the co-interior angles will not be 180 degree. So we can write, see, since L is not parallel to M, angle 1 plus angle 2 not equals to 180 degree. I have named these two angles. I have named this angle as angle 1 and I am named this as angle 2. I hope you have understood co-interior angles. Now look at this problem. Please try it out. See, in the given figure, CD is parallel to AB. This is our CD and this is our AB. It is given that CD is parallel to AB. It is also given angle OCD equals to 75 degree. Angle OCD is 75 and angle ABO equals to 165 degree. We have to find the value of angle BOC. That means we have to find this angle. We have to find angle BOC. Please try it out. Everyone, please try out this problem. This is a very common problem for exams. Please try it out. You can pause the video and you can try it out. Let us come to the solution. Look at this figure. Look at this yellow marked Z. Okay, first of all, see what is different in this figure and the given figure. See, I have drawn MN. I have drawn a straight line MN passing through O such that MN is parallel to AB, parallel to CD. So see, I have written, we draw a straight line MN passing through O and parallel to CD and AB. So we can say MN parallel to AB, parallel to CD. Okay, clearly MN is parallel to AB, parallel to CD. Now look at this yellow marked Z. This is a ulta Z. It's very clear this is a ulta Z and this is a perfect Z. Why? Because CD is parallel to MN. In this perfect ulta Z, angle OCD, which is given 75, we can say that this is actually the alternate interior angle of angle COM. Why? Because first of all, these two are alternate angles. Because this lies on the right side of Z, this lies on the left side, and these two are interior angles, and we already know that alternate interior angles are equal for two parallel lines. So ultimately angle OCD equals to angle COM. Within brackets you have to write alternate interior angles. You have to mention this reason why you are equating these two angles. If you miss this out, if you don't mention the reason, you may not get full marks. Your marks may be deducted. So it's better to write it down. So we are already given that angle OCD equals to 75. We are given angle OCD is 75. So what can we say? Angle COM equals to 75, and we are naming this as equation 1. Now look at the second part. See green Seedha Z. See, I have marked in the figure. Green Seedha Z. In the same manner, we can say angle ABO, this angle, is equal to angle BON. Why? Same alternate interior angles, and we have to mention that, we have to write that within brackets here. So angle ABO equals to 165 degree, it is given. So we can say angle BON equals to 165. See, just these two green shaded angles, these two are equal. Why? Because this is a Z and these two angles are alternate interior angles. They lie inside this Z and this lies on the left side, this lies on the right side. Now since MN is a straight line, we can clearly say angle BON plus angle BOM equals to 180 degree, within brackets linear pair. See, simple, angle BOM plus angle BON is basically, this full angle is basically 180. We are simply dividing it. And writing angle BON plus angle BOM equals to 180 degree, within brackets you have to write linear pair. You should not miss this out. This linear pair writing is very important. So angle BON we already know, 165 degree plus angle BOM equals to 180. So ultimately angle BOM we have found out 15 degree, and we are naming this as equation 2. Now from 1 and 2, see, from 1 and 2. In equation 1 we had got angle COM equals to 75 degree, and in equation 2 we have got angle BOM equals to 15 degree. Now look at the figure. Angle COM, what can we say about angle COM? Angle COM is basically the sum of angle COB and angle BOM. I have simply written that angle COM equals to angle BOC plus angle BOM. Angle COM we already know. We already know the value of angle COM. We have already found out in equation 1. We are simply placing the value 75 degree equals to angle BOC that we need to find out, and angle BOM is 15 degree. So what do we get? Angle BOC equals to 60 degree, and this was the required angle. 60 degree is the answer. You can take a screenshot of the solution if you want. Now come to the second problem. See, in the given figure, POQ is a straight line. POQ is a straight line. Ray OR is perpendicular to PQ. OS is another ray lying between rays OP and OR. We need to prove that angle ROS equals to half angle QOS minus angle POS. Please try it out, everyone. Please try out this problem. I'm waiting for 2 minutes. Please try out this problem. Okay, so I'm going to reveal the solution now. Have a look. This is our final solution. Please note that in this problem, we have to prove a given statement. We have to prove this given statement. So, for writing a proof, we need to follow a specific format. The format is, first we need to write given, then we need to write RTP. RTP means required to prove. And then finally, there comes the proof. So, first of all, I have drawn the figure. This is very important. We need to draw this figure. Whatever is given in the problem, we need to draw it in our solution paper. Now see, given. In the given figure, POQ is a straight line. OR is perpendicular to PQ. OS lies between OR and PQ. I have simply written whatever is given in the problem. I have simply copied whatever is written in the problem in given. Now comes RTP. What is RTP? RTP is basically the equation that we need to prove. Angle ROS equals to half angle QOS minus angle POS. Now comes the proof. See what I've written. Angle QOS. Look at the figure. Angle QOS. What can we say about angle QOS? We can say angle QOS equals to angle QOR plus angle ROS. See, simple. Angle QOS equals to angle QOR plus angle ROS. Now given that OR is perpendicular to PQ, it is given that OR is perpendicular to PQ. So what can I say? Given that OR is perpendicular to PQ, so I can say angle QOR equals to angle POR equals to 90 degrees. Simple. Angle QOR equals to angle POR equals to 90 degrees. See, I have simply placed the value of angle QOR here. In this equation, I have placed the value of angle QOR. So ultimately we get angle QOS equals to 90 degree plus angle ROS. So we ultimately get angle QOS equals to 90 degree plus angle ROS. I have named this as equation 1. Similarly, angle POS. Look at the figure. Angle POS. What can we say about angle POS? What can we say about angle POS? I can say angle POS equals to angle POR minus angle ROS. See, I have written. Angle POS equals to angle POR minus angle ROS. Now angle POR, we already know the value 90 degree. I have simply placed the value. Angle POS equals to 90 degree minus angle ROS, and I have named this as equation 2. Now we are subtracting 2 from 1. So basically what we are doing is 1 minus 2. See, angle QOS minus angle POS. Left side subtraction, angle QOS minus angle POS equals to 90 degree plus angle ROS minus 90 degree minus angle ROS. If you simplify this, you will get angle QOS minus angle POS equals to 2 angle ROS. So what we get finally is angle ROS equals to half angle QOS minus angle POS. And this was our required to prove statement. So finally we have proved this. Now please have a look at the format which I have followed for solving this out. Please have a look. You can take a screenshot. See, I have maintained this format, given, RTP, then proof. Please note that in this problem, if there had been any need for construction, then we have to write construction after RTP. We have to then follow given, then we have to write RTP, then construction, then our proof. In this problem, there is no need of construction, so just no need to write anything. Come to the third problem. Find an angle if its reflex angle is double of the angle. This is our question. Find an angle if its reflex angle is double of the angle. It's a very simple question. Please try it out. It won't take a minute to solve this out. Please try it out, everyone. Please try it out. Look at the solution. See, let the required angle be x. So we have assumed the required angle to be x. Therefore, reflex of this angle equals to 360 degree minus x. Ekdam simple. Reflex of this angle is 360 degree minus x. Reflex of any angle means 360 degree minus that angle. Now given that reflex of the angle equals to double of the angle, ये बात तो already given है, question में ही given है कि find an angle if its reflex angle is double of the angle. So it means reflex of the angle equals to double of the angle. See, I have simply placed 360 degree minus x is the reflex of the angle and double of the angle is 2x. This is a simple linear equation. Simple value of x is 120 degree. I have solved this out and I have got the answer 120. So the required angle is 120 degree. See, here comes our next question. Question number 4. DB is a straight line containing A. Find the value of x. Again, a very simple problem. DB is a straight line containing A. AC is another ray. And you are given the value of angle CAD as 2x minus 10 degree and angle CAB as x minus 20. What we have to do is simply we have to find the value of x. Please, everyone try it out. Very simple problem. एकदम सिंपल बातें है. Just frame a linear equation and then solve it out. You will get the value of x. So look at the solution. In the given figure, angle CAD equals to 2x minus 10 degree and angle CAB equals to x minus 20 degree. See, whatever is given, I have simply written it down. DAB is a straight line. So angle CAD plus angle CAB equals to 180 degree linear pair. Again, this linear pair बहुत important है ये लिखना. If you miss this out, then your marks may be deducted. Now, simple placing the values of these angles. 2x minus 10 degree plus x minus 20 degree equals to 180. एकदम simple linear equation. Solve करते x का value and x we will get 70 degree and this is our answer. Answer is x equals to 70 degree. So in this video we have completed lines and angles. हमने problems भी solve कर ली है. In the next video हम triangles शुरू करेंगे and उसके साथ साथ हम congruency के बारे में भी discussion कर लेंगे. So please wait for my next video. बहुत ही जल्द आने वाला है वो. Please wait. Thanks for watching. Thank you so much for watching this video till end. If this video is helpful to you, do not forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.